think I've got 2 more videos in me. One's going to be about intelligence. This one's going to be about intelligence. Then I'm going to do another one, I hope, I've been thinking about. I got a couple of videos I've been thinking about. One, I want to do a video about what DirtNap actually thinks his videos are like, which I think is going to be hilarious. I just need enough energy to do it. The other is called No Girlfriend, No Problem. Based off a little video I saw on Facebook. Alright, so I've known some really, really intelligent people. I've known also some people that had a really, really high IQ. One of these people said college was easy. And someone said, really? What was so easy about it? He's like, all you have to do is remember everything, and it's easy. People ask you if you know what they told you earlier. People ask you if you know what you read earlier, and if you remember that, then it's easy. Son of a bitch. But I know 2 really, really high IQ folks. People that both, actually the 2 of them were both in the computer biz, solving problems that hadn't even been around like a year ago. And I kind of found them generally stupid. I found them a little bit oblivious. I found that the problems they had in life seemed pretty obvious. I can't get through this wall. Well, there's a door right to the left of you and the right. And also, there's nothing on the other side of that wall but a cliff, so why don't you just turn around in the opposite direction. But see, here's the thing. I do not think I'm smarter than them. I really don't think I'm smarter than anybody. I think that it's a matter of... really, I think it's a matter of how few problems you have. Like, I think that being intelligent, being smart, is a life that's almost problem-free. A life that's solution-full. Kilo's laying in the shade. I mean, the thing about like the smart people I know that were solving problems, sometimes that problems used to be like, I want to go to a really crowded area and sit someplace by myself. How do you do that? You know, and like, can you bring that off? Or do you just go to like the most remote place and get angry every time someone walks along? Or you're like me, been out here for several hours, haven't seen a soul. Which just involves extra effort. Maybe that's what actually intelligence is. Like, there's I'll never forget this story. This person was up in Mount Hood drinking, got lost, decided to try to make like an igloo in a snow tree well. Like, as snow falls on trees, a little well appears there. They actually tried to make an igloo in that, which was fairly clever, I thought. The thing is, though, was they were about 20 yards from the lodge. They were walking the right direction. They were in like 20 more yards. They were going to be within sight of the lodge. But that was right where they decided to give up and put effort into, how am I going to survive the night in snow? You know, alcohol has an effect on your judgment, of course, but I think extra effort would have solved that solution. Extra effort would have solved that problem. I think the solution is always going to be extra effort. Because you think about like people in history that had amazing successes in life. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln for two. You could actually go through their life and find an amazing amount of things that they didn't do well at all. They screwed up over and over and over again. How many times Lincoln started a business and had that business fail? Failure's part of life. Failure's part of doing anything. Like, things get difficult. Really, the only failure is that you give up. Failure is meant to teach you a lesson. To succeed. You might do the exact same thing that you failed at, and this time succeed at it. Over here, Bubby. You want to sit here? You want to sit in the shade? You can sit wherever you want. Yeah, I think that is intelligence. I think it's a matter of just what can you do? What conquers you? What do you conquer and what conquers you? Though here's the thing, I've met people that were amazingly successful in business, made a huge amount of money, and yet I don't consider them smart or necessarily successful. They were good at that one little aspect. I think they live terrible lives. I think their only comfort actually is having a lot of money, and that's where their sense of superiority comes from. Because it can't come from anywhere else, because they're not good at anything else. They genuinely do seem stupid to me. Yet they figured this one aspect out, this one way to, one's a lawyer, and he's an idiot. But he specializes in a certain kind of litigation. He's good at it, and he made a huge amount of money, and he just retired. Like, he worked like a couple years. He's only worked a couple years in his life. And he thinks he's the bee's knees. He thinks he's smart as shit. He's a complete idiot. That guy has problems everywhere he goes. Recognize my importance, bitch, is how he walks into a situation. Everyone's like, you're just another idiot causing trouble. It's like intelligence and importance isn't about how other people recognize it or how other people treat you. It's how you recognize it and how you treat yourself. Hopefully intelligently and respectfully. And then that shows in how you then interact with other people intelligently and respectfully. Yeah, there you go. Intelligence by Earl. Most intelligent person ever.